thing for an organisation such as Muirhouse is always, I think, to remember who you are, where you've come from and what your purpose is. We are a charity, we're also a housing association, but our core function is always to provide good quality houses and good quality services to people who need it the most. And aside from the other issues or other projects we may be involved in, that will always be our primary function.
It's just been nice to be here right from the start. We had quite a complicated start moving in because we had sort of issues and family incident a fortnight before we moved across here. But it's ours, isn't it? It's our home, you know. It's just home base. We just feel so comfortable here. We've got nice neighbours.
Me and Dom decided when we lived in Inchmickery Court and we'd just had our youngest baby that high-rise flats really I didn't like. We lived next door to a lift that went up and down constantly. We had dampness in the house, we had beasties in the house, and we thought we really want to get out of here. At that point, Muirhouse Housing Association had just started in the area and everybody wanted one of their houses. And we were saying, oh, please, 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 hopefully we'll get one. So we went through the application process. We were really lucky that we got a house in phase 3 and we moved in just to a brand new house with a garden, woohoo, when our daughter was round about 18 months old. She was quite young.
There's more space. Like in our old flat we couldn't run because then one of our neighbours would use their broom and go to the ceiling like bang, bang, bang.
You know, it was always a dream to have a home, a house, and to make it a home, you know. And we always thought, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, where we are as long as we are together, you know. But having what we have now really, really makes it so much more, doesn't it?
So I was actually in a temporary accommodation house with my ex-partner and my son, and I got a call from Muirhouse Housing Association one day saying that they had a flat and they wanted me to go and view it, and that's how it all began, really.
A couple of sons, Christopher and Mark, a couple of men now actually, they're 26 and 22, but they've loved living here all their days. All their friends, loads of their friends are still here, so they've loved it.
We've got one daughter, Amy, and as a toddler it was just so nice to be able to have her out the front or sitting in the garden as a toddler and being able to know that she's safe out there, and it's been lovely.
I think I'm most proud of the team and the staff I've seen working here. We've had a lot of changes over the years, but I think once you come and work here, there's something about Muirhouse and Muirhouse Housing Association that really gets you. To know how much staff are prepared to go that extra mile. I've seen them do it. I've seen them where time has been no object, that they've really, really wanted to help people and gone out their way.
I came to Muirhouse with an understanding that it was a problem area, but I think it's just the nature of me that I just like those labels. So when someone says, oh, it's a really bad area, it's really bad people, you think, is it? Let's find out, and it's not. It's one of these inevitable situations where give a dog a bad name sort of stuff. Great people, good area, on the up, and a huge willingness to improve. So I don't want to help people to do that.
When I came and sat on the boards of Muirhouse Housing Association, it was all made up of local tenants. There was not many professionals on the board at that time. And so we see today that the expertise that we have on the board, the expertise and the professionalism that we have on the staff has started to make Muirhouse Housing Association a proud association where we've seen the tenants take pride on being a tenant of Muirhouse.
I think it's incredibly important to have the tenants represented at the board because they bring the voice of the community. We do a lot of surveys through the staff. We have a lot of engagement and interaction with the individuals in the community, but sometimes I think it needs that local person to bring the true honesty to the board of what's really going on.
I think all the housing officers have a huge impact on tenants' lives. We give them one of the most precious things, which is a home. We also give them the support they need in times of problems, and they always know where to come.
I think dealing with the tenants, helping the tenants, seeing a difference. I mean, we go out and we interview people in their houses before we even give them a tenancy. And some of the houses that we've seen people living in, the conditions that we've seen people living in, and then you go back, you move them into their house, go and visit them after maybe 6 weeks, and the difference in them, the difference in their families, the difference in their faces, their smiles, genuinely they are happier, you know, that makes a huge difference, you know, being able to give somebody a nice house that's well looked after. I mean, it's a privilege. I think it's brilliant.
We do make a big difference to a lot of people's lives here in Muir House. The difference between Muir House Housing Association and any other housing association is the fact that we really are community based. I like to think of us as the anchor of the community. The changes we make to people's lives can be astronomical.
Whether it's a single person, family, someone with a disability that need a particular home, it's really important that people are happy in their homes, and that's the most rewarding, is handing those keys to a new tenant for their new home.
Well, it started off with Murray McMillan, and it was sort of a wee bit political at first, but it sort of, you know, got underway. Murray had a lot of protests going on, and, you know, arguments with councillors about this one and the next one, and she managed to get a wee flat in Muir House Park, which she had set up, you know, for the steering group, and it just sort of, you know, moved on from there.
Because once we started, the steering group was up and we learnt a little bit. The main fact was getting the houses designed and built, you know. So the houses were more or less built for the people.
Oh, Maureen McMillan, I just felt her passion for the community. So I always remember that lady to what she had started with the regeneration of the area. And there's other activists as well that I'm involved with know very well, Betty McVeigh, MBE, and they are trying to make a difference within this area. So I feel that feeling their passion, learning from them, I think that's built on my passion to try and take it further, their legacy of what they wanted to see within the community.
I've worked for Muir House Housing Association for almost 12 years now. I've seen massive changes in the area. I was actually brought up in the area, Muir House Drive, so to actually come back 12 years ago to see all the massive changes in the area has been absolutely fantastic.
There's been a lot of changes that I've seen in Muir House. I think the thing that I remember most is that we were building brand new family homes with front and back gardens, and we didn't have a waiting list for people to put in them. And I think the main problem was the reputation of Muir House at that time. So that's a big difference now, where people really do want to come and live here.
The future for Muir House is bright. I think it can only get better. I think it's a fundamentally very strong, very robust organisation which is very well thought of, both politically and by other agencies out there, as well as, most importantly, by its customers. So it's building on a position of strength, and I think the future's bright and it can only get better.
Well, I think the future's very bright for this organisation. We have a stronger financial management and governance arrangement than any other organisation I've ever worked for. So we've taken the positives from that experience and embedded that into the business. We are an organisation that has resources. Yes, we have to be risk cautious and manage in respect of opportunities that are there, but we have resources and we have the opportunity to go forward.